It's Pro Picks time with Ben Merritt and me, Cowboy Troy, on Coyote 93.7.
Pro Picks. It is week number 4 of the NFL season, and I am Ben Merritt, and I am joined, as always, by my Pro Picks co-host, and, well, let's face it, you're the featured artist. It's Cowboy Troy. Troy, how you doing?
I'm doing great. How are you?
Doing well. Since I've recovered from being, well, I was trying to be the diplomatic force here throughout the week with the Packers situation, but I finally have licked my wounds, and I'm back in the NFL's frame of mind, at least.
Boy, last week was a mess.
Yeah, it was, and let's see, New England and Baltimore had a controversial call. Obviously, the Monday night game between the Green Bay Packers and the Seattle Seahawks, that was a controversial call. I can't wait until these regular refs get back. I don't know. So it's going to be interesting.
Yeah, it will. It's very much needed. Right now, it looks as if, people were complaining, well, it's like it's messing up the games and da-da-da-da. Well, yeah, it is. But right now, it's not like you're using replacement players like they did in '87. It's the replacement refs.
Right.
I mean, you do recognize the names. It's just with these replacement officials, it's just basically street ball, like when we were kids playing. So, I mean, you never know how it's going to turn out.
Oh, yeah. You're definitely getting some bigger hits, harder hits. As evidence of some of the games last week, there was 6 altercations, I believe, in the first quarter of one game, and there were still no flags thrown. I think that was the New England game.
It's a foot brawl game.
Yeah, there you go. All right, Troy. Well, these replacement refs seem to be keeping you and me in check because we are still tied through week 4. We are
yeah, I think the fix is in. That's what happened.
Hey, I'm writing it all down. I'm putting it in videos, and I'm putting it on Facebook.
Not me beating you last season is what it is.
It's karma. Yeah, exactly. Well, it's funny. I think this is the rubber season even. You won last year. I think I won the year before. And now it's time for us to figure out who's actually good.
Goodness gracious.
So you and I not only are tied on the season, but last week we both went 8-8. We're sitting at 23-25. Not horrible, but definitely not great.
Yeah, it's very, very mediocre.
So let's hope that this week is the week that kickstarts it. Maybe we'll both get winning records, but we need to stop tying. Hopefully we can do that.
This week is the week. I'm going to run away with it.
All right. Well, Troy, let's dive into these marquee matchups. We got 3 of them this week, and we're going to start with a very interesting one. You and I were talking off air about this. San Francisco at the New York Jets. You've got the offensive powerhouse that is the Niners. You got the defensive stronghold that are the Jets. What do you think is going to happen with this one, Troy?
I think San Francisco is going to win, mainly because of the fact that, yes, they are the offensive powerhouse, but their primary receiver or their defensive back, Darrelle Revis, is out, and he injured his knee, so I think that's something that they're going to have to deal with.
Absolutely. The Jets are, playing hobbly on defense, I guess. I mean, they've got a fantastic secondary, but the thing is, too, you and I've discussed this mostly. San Francisco's main gun, their main powerhouse, is their run game behind Frank Gore and Alex Smith's, evasiveness. So it's a secondary, yeah, they're great, when you're throwing the ball up 300 yards, a couple of times a game. But when you got a power running back like Frank Gore, he's just going to run through those secondary guys and the defensive, middle team, the linebackers, the front 7. They're going to have to step up and play big on this one. So I'm going to go with the Niners as well. All right, so we're both going with San Francisco on that one. Marquee matchup number 2. You're going to hear it right here on Coyote 93.7. It's, again, Green Bay Packers. You're home for the Packers in the Northwoods. It's New Orleans at Green Bay. Pre-game here on Coyote 93.7 starts at 1 o'clock. Kickoff is at 3:25. So, Troy, what are you thinking? New Orleans not looking strong this year, and Green Bay recovering from, should we say, the week from hell, maybe?
I think Green Bay is so mad right now. I think that they could put out the 3rd string and still win. I think that Green Bay is going to roll.
And honestly, I agree with you. I bet you could put Clay Matthews in at quarterback, and he'd still probably throw up 250 yards and 3 rushing touchdowns.
Oh, yeah.
All right, so there we go. We're both going with the Pack on that one. New Orleans at Green Bay. Again, pregame right here on Coyote 93.7 at 1 o'clock on Sunday. All right, now we're going into the Monday Night Football game, not here on Coyote 93.7. We got Da Bears going to Da Boys. Chicago at Dallas, Troy.
I'm going to pick the Cowboys.
Go figure.
Imagine that. Other than the fact that they're from my hometown, I'm picking the Cowboys.
Just going with pure strength on that one. And you know what? I'm agreeing with you. I'm not a fan of the Bears. NFC North division rival. Just going with the boys.
Is out too.
Yeah, just going to go with the boys on that one. So,
Yep.
All right. Cowboys could help the Lions and the Packers out this weekend. Let's hope for it. So
Let's do that.
Well, Troy, that's it. That's Pro Peaks week number 4, all right?
Thank you so much, Ben. I appreciate it.
All right, man. You find yourself some time to watch some football this weekend, and we'll talk again next week.
Yes, sir. Looking forward to it.